Hi, I gave you some idea about your general studies paper yesterday, and the second chapter is contemporary problems of Indian society. This is, you know, a very significant question because how do you become an Indian? You live in India, you are born in India. Simply, yeah, by birthright you are an Indian, but if you want to become an Indian, you must know much about the Indian situation, the Indian problems. At least you must be able to say some of the solutions for these problems. Why you study why you have general studies paper? Because when you go for any interview, in order to get a job, even for a peon post, you have to appear for an interview. There will be a test and interview. They will ask several questions about the Indian society. They will not see, maybe they will not ask you about the solar systems and things like that in a regular interview. In a regular interview, they will be asking about the current situation, current affairs, problems of the nation, and solutions for the problems for the nations, like that. That is why you are given a chapter like this. The three main objectives for this lesson, these are also stated here. That is, number one, to sensitize the students about the problems of Indian society. Two, equip students to deliberate on existing social practices and their manifestations. Three, make students gain awareness about contemporary socio-economic problems of the country like illiteracy, poverty, social disharmony, gender and caste discrimination, etc. So it is very clear. Sensitize about the problems of Indian society. You can write one by one. You can write 20 problems, the main issues that we face today in the Indian society. Any student will be able to answer these questions. Of course, poverty will come first, or unemployment for young people always think about their job, unemployment, illiteracy, maybe another one, agricultural problems of the farmers will be one, problems of the migrant workers, problems of those who have migrated to other countries. And if you think of the present day society, of course, the number one problem will be COVID-19 situation. And every government, every state government, the national government, they are facing huge problems. Usually we call unsurmountable problems because in Malayalam we say apratihadam, നമുക്ക് ഭേദിക്കാൻ പറ്റാത്ത, which we cannot surmount, which we cannot overcome. So we are overwhelmed by such problems. So there are so many issues. So when you live in India today, you must be aware of all the Indian situation. For example, let us think of poverty. How many percentage of people are poor in India? For this, you must have some records with you. You have to go do some research. Go to the 2011 census. That is the latest one that we have. Actually, we take census once in 10 years, but this is what we have now, because after that we haven't completed the census process. We were supposed to do it we are supposed to do it in 2021 after 10 years. So the 2011 census says we have 26% of unemployment, 26% of unemployment in India. What about illiteracy? Illiteracy, the Indian average is 74.04%. But in Kerala, we are lucky because we usually say we are 100% literate, but the census says Kerala has 93.91. That is 94% of literacy. If it is 90 plus, we can say 100%. But Bihar is the least in this. They have only 63% of literacy. So you think of illiteracy, think of unemployment, think of poverty. Poverty is a huge issue. And now we are going to face a big problem because of the corona situation. So many people in India are dependent on their daily labor. They have lost that. So they are actually virtually poor today. So many thousands and so many lakhs of people are becoming poor and they go to below poverty line. And because of the lockdown, the situation is becoming very serious. So that is a huge issue. So think of the contemporary India. What are the huge problems that the nation is facing today? And you can think of some of the solutions also. Just we cannot be complacent with the problems that we have. Whenever we have a problem, we have to find out solutions also. For example, how can you alleviate poverty? There are so many measures that we can take to do away with poverty. How do you eradicate illiteracy? There are so many measures. Even students can participate in this process. Actually, they want you in the exercise part. They have given a suggestion. Every student should make one person literate. See, even students can play a role. How do we do away with illiteracy? That is why we have adult education centers, Vayojana Vidyabhyasa Kendram, and compulsory education for children in India. We have the Right to Education Act, and it demands every student to go to school, and there should be school within every 3 kilometers, and you have to walk to your school like that. Primary education is compulsory in India today. So that slowly we think of eradicating illiteracy like that. Then there are problems of disharmony, social disharmony. That means people fight in the name of religion. Religious minorities are there plenty in India. We have to protect our constitution, protects the rights of all minorities. You see, so it is not good to generate problems or tensions in the name of religion, caste, etc. Disharmony will be detrimental to the very existence of Indian society. There are gender issues because women they are discriminated in many places. They don't get equal wages, and women, children, they are killed. So the gender ratio is also dissimilar when compared to other countries. In India, we have more male population. So what happens to the girl children? That is a big issue in several other states, though it is not a problem in Kerala. And what about caste discrimination? Even today in India, so many people are discriminated in the name of caste. So that is a big problem. The land rights issues of the tribals and indigenous people, that is a big issue. Even today, there are people without land in India, in Kerala. Even in Kerala, there are people who don't have 2 cents of land. Why is it? So how do you do away with such problems? So you have to think of the causes of one issue and the ways to resolve these issues also. Then only it will be balanced. So suppose you go for an interview, you are asked a question like this, to test your reasoning, your rational thinking, your logical thinking. For all these, you have to give reasons one by one. You should have something, always so many points to answer such a questions. What are the reasons of illiteracy? You must have 10 questions.